Saura task.
Inttinappula.
Ah. Esimerkiksi mennä sinne.
Sinne musiikki-instituuttiin.
Wow. Pity I don't have time for some sightseeing.
Mutta ei semmosia.
Tuolla se. Ai.
Ei sitä niin. Tuossa oli se vastapäin.
Mm.
Nahkapöksy ihan vauhtuu. Tämä on yksi mikä näitä pelihahmoissa aina, niin aina samat vaatteet.
Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed your concert so much. Now I can retire fulfilled.
Glad to have been of service. I believe you have a file for me.
Of course, of course. Here it is. Dana Rose, just like you asked.
Thanks. At last. Oh, this is definitely Dana's file. Now, the address. Oh, no address here. Dana's home address in 1937. A detached house, it seems. Number 20, Brücke del Nebel. The Bridge of Mists, huh?
Found what you were looking for?
I think so. Well, thank you. And goodbye.
No, thank you, Fraulein.
Siellä on vain
On paikka, missä lojuu kontrafagatteja silleen niinku rumpsis ja...
Joo, mä täytyy lukea nää.
Joo.
Where to next?
Varmaan sinne
Viisi.
hotelliin kuin sinne taloon, missä...
Vai tram? Mitäs täällä ratikka tuli?
Ei kun se oli tonne päin. Se oli sieltä, mistä se tuli se...
Se toinenkin
Tyt.
tuli.
Mm.
Täällä on punainen nenä. Saada päästä. Sitten. Hiljainen
Oh.
Tuo varmaan kamera. Tää olikin ratikka. se nyt oli sit?
Brücke der Nebel. On silta saksaksi.
Raven. Tää ei kyllä niin lonkeron makusta tämä holiton orange lonkero kuin mitä se on se alkoholiton lonkero.
Ei, tää on vähän limsaa.
Usein pailakka maku. Vetinen maku. Se vähän entraamista noin paunut. Maalia pintaa. Tässä jos olisi viimeksi tiennyt, niin tämähän olisi voinut... Mä vasta miksi mä viimeksi...
I say, this is a very unpleasant way of traveling, Kate Walker.
I know, Oscar. I promise I'll let you out as soon as possible, okay?
What are you talking to? Hurjan näköinen tommonen.
Oh.
Okay, Oscar. Now we have to find Dana's old house.
Do you recall the number, Kate Walker?
According to her registration form from the Music Academy, it was number 20.
Kyllä tämä on tää matkustus.
The bridge is exactly the same as it was back in the 1930s. Except that it's cleaner. It looks almost new, as if it had been renovated.
$13. $15. Mikä se numero oli?
20.
Hotspot 17. 70.
It won't work.
Wrong one.
Ei mitään muuta tohon menevää oo.
Ei. Tulee myöhemmin, sä löytyy Danan talosta.
No.
Asy.
18.
Looks like the residents on the bridge are pretty mad at the town council.
Ei jaksa tavata noitakaan.
There's number 20. Dana's old house.
Täällä oli joku hotspot.
Niin oli latest news of Wagen. Tossa
Oi. That.
Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere.
Tätä nykyään sitten joutseella on hirveä pönötys.
Niin. En tiedä, pitäisikö sun nyt mennä sinne äskeiseen, lukemaan ne äskeiset julisteet.
Mitä se hyövää? Mitkä äskeiset julit?
No kun tuolla oli joku tehtävä, että selvitä, että mitä latest news of Wagen on toi niinku tavallaan pikkutehtävä.
Mä uskon, että tää muuttuu tästä. Mä tuonne sisällä kopu.
Haluatko tehdä sen välitehtävän vai?
Ja missä sen välitehtävä tehdään? Ei tää nyt on joku, jonka voi jutan. Kaikki on tälleen... No käydään tuossa alhaalla. Muistopatsas. Sama. Tunvarning.
Protests in the neighborhood and a big storm coming tonight. I sure wouldn't want to be in the mayor's shoes right now. Anyway, I'd better focus back on Dana.
Tän nimeä väriset.
Move the camera. Danan. Pääseekö hauskoon lukemaan?
Okeipa me...
I doubt I can be of any assistance here.
Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it?
Sama.
Some of the names are covered up with dirt. How could I clean it?
Jaa, kuule. Milläs putsa?
Ehkä se löytyy sieltä. Se ei ollut.
Mun mielestä tää ei jatku. Tää kamera taitaa kääntyä tuossa. Enter. Enter.
Guten Tag, Fräulein.
Puhutaan tennisistä.
On holiday in the region, Fräulein?
Just passing through.
Well, welcome to my little gift shop. Frau Heigl at your service.
Just passing out.
I must say you have a beautiful shop, Frau Heigl.
Thank you, Fräulein. All our souvenirs are made for excellence, as we like to say here, all by local craftsmen. Were you looking for something in particular?
Well, I'm
No.
actually looking for someone, not something. Someone who used to live in this house, and I was wondering if you could help.
Well, there were quite a few owners before I bought the shop last autumn, so I can't really...
So her name was Dana Rose. She lived here before the war. I was hoping to find some kind of trace of her here, so I could continue my search.
I see. Well, I have heard of the Roses, but I can't say if there's anything left of them inside the house.
But don't you live here?
No, my husband and I live in the suburbs. You see, the bridge was sacked just before the war, during the pogrom against the Vagrants. Oh, truly awful events. And then the neighbourhood was bombed, just after the war during the liberation. And many of the houses were damaged, including this one. They were hastily renovated after the war, but they remain mostly derelict.
Derelict.
Well, it doesn't look like the house was damaged from what I can see. Your shop is charming, and so is the rest of the district.
Thank you. That's because after the initial renovation, the council financed major rehabilitation work on the facades. But if the truth be told, they left the proprietors to foot the bill for our interiors. That's why my husband and I had to spend all our savings so that the shop interior shows the same high standard that we demand of our suppliers.
That's a shame.
Yes, and if the council persists in refusing to help fund the renovation works, there won't be any residents left on the bridge, let alone independent quality stores like mine. There'll be nothing left but bland franchise stores, like the one further along the bridge or on the musical square.
You mentioned a pogrom against this neighborhood's vagrant community. Can you tell me more?
As much as anyone who knows anything about Wagen, I guess. It happened in 1938, if I recall correctly. A few months after Austria and Ostertal were annexed by the Brown Shadow.
What happened?
What happened?
Well, the Brown Shadow organised riots against vagrants on false pretexts. It led to pogroms throughout all the annexed countries, including this house.
Were the Roses home when it all happened?
Like I said, Fraulein, I don't know, but I hope not.
So between the pogrom, the bombing, and the whole house being renovated, there's little chance of me finding any trace of the Roses.
It's not quite like that. To be honest, we didn't have the funds to renovate the rest of the house, so we used the upper floors for storing.
Really?
And now that you mention it, I do recall coming across old photographs from before the war, here and there in the house. The successive owners didn't want to throw them out, and I suppose they must have left them there.
Would you mind
Really?
if I went upstairs to take a look? Unless you would kindly bring the photos down yourself.
Vaan tässä
Well,
asiakas
I can hardly leave the shop unattended while I go... I don't even know you, Fräulein.
I see. In that case, would you mind if I had a look upstairs myself?
Don't take it personally, Fraulein, but I don't know you enough to trust you. I'm very sorry. Now, if you'll excuse me, Fraulein, I have a customer.
On maksava
I
asiakas.
conjecture that you were inefficient in trying to persuade the shopkeeper, Kate Walker. How are you going to access the upper floors now?
I don't know, Oscar. By getting creative, I guess.
I conclude I can trust you on that score, Kate Walker? I'm afraid you are mistaken, Kate Walker.
Better try something else. That doesn't work.
Sitä voi katsoa.
All our gifts are handmade by craftsmen in Wagen. If I could manage to draw Frau Heigl this way, I'd be able to get through the service door and to the staircase without her noticing. But how? Made in Wagen.
Välissä oli kyllä pallukka.
More
Pallot
gifts.
niinku esi.
I would have preferred it to still be full of paintings, I think.
Ei pääse. Tänne.
Koiralle.
Excuse me, I must just serve the gentleman.
Ei kanssa kyllä yrittää tonne.
Se pitäisi jotakin tohon saada huomiota.
edelleen vaan tää.
Sulla.
Tässä ollaan se poster. Toki olisi voinut olla jotain käyttökelpoista, mutta...
Ei tossa on joku piste. Tuossa keskellä.
Vaan niin observaatio. Ensi alta näin. Kautsen ja lensi itään päin.
So this is where Dana grew up. I wonder if she'd recognize the town of her childhood today. I think she would. That is, if she's still alive. The musical square looks like it's turned into a tourist trap, whereas in the Bridge District, it seems like time stood still. It's quite eerie, really. Like if the neighborhood were artificially frozen in time.
Porto.
Oh. Tästä ei sinne.
Luulen, että se on joku, että pitää harhautus.
Pitää, mutta millä se tehdään?
Tämä on erittäin hyvä kysymys.
Ja täällä oli... Ventor.
Is there anything that requires my assistance?
Maybe.
Siinä jotain tutkia vielä. Vaikka mitä.
20 Bridge of Mists. Dana's address in the 30s.
Ei joku toi yksi. Yksi teksti vaan.
Hei, Music Boxissa oli jotain kysymystä, että sitä observoin.
Oh, Mom.
Voikohan ton jättää siihen?
Ja sitä soimaan siihen.
Kuulostaa aika epätoivoiselta.
Kyllä vähän, ja sit se on tärkeä esine jättää sinne. Tärkeä esine jättää sinne
Impossible.
Possible.
Kysymys.
Eli se tuuma.
It's right in Frau Heigel's line of vision, too. I'm gonna have to draw her away if I want to sneak through that service door to the upper floors. Frau Heigel won't let me enter the service entrance. What should I do?
Remember Nick Canton, Kate Walker. What better than a diversion?
Yes, well. Se on aika selkeä. Nyt sä pääsit tulla tälle. Hyötyä ollut, mutta...
Se Oscar... Ei suostu ässi.
Ei. Samanlainen kuin kaupassa.
Can't leave now. There are still things to do here.
Enää. Tosta ei pääse läpi. Rakennus.
Onko se ikkunas jotain?
Siinä on mitään uutta. Ja kurkkaa, mutta katsottiin.
Souvenirs here look more upmarket than the ones I've seen elsewhere.
Yes.
Vegaani.
Niin, mihin oli jotakin, mutta ei meillä ole mitään uutta esineet. Neuvottelee siinä, vaikka jotain pitäisi yllistä. Pääsee muuten ylös. Tultiin tuosta alas. Surra.
Oli ylhäällä.
Iso on menee, mutta päin ei enää tullut. Oli
Olla.
tää eri.
A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later. A book about Vaughan's history during the war. Maybe it could be useful later.
Se oli kirjahylly kuitenkin, että joskus on. Siihen, mutta kajalit vähän. Eiku. No. Kummallinen meikki.
Kattelen. Just.
I need to find something to distract Frau Heigl.
You can use the vending machine near the souvenir shop, the one near the tramway stairway.
Yeah, but how does it work?
Sä et muuten yrittänyt pahaa.
Niin lompakko.
One thing's for sure, this souvenir wasn't made in Vaughan.
That's it. Made in.
Whoa! That's one shrill version of the hymn of Vaughan.
Toi laitetaan nyt sinne hyllylle. Ja niin mä katsoin tosiaan semmoista aukkoa, mihin pitää, miksi se on tässä lompakko. Me katsottiin lompakosta rahaa. Omaa music boxia ei viittinyt laittaa, mutta enkä kyllä ihmettele. Sulla on viive siinä soiton alkamisessa.
What's that awful noise? Excuse me, sir.
No niin. Nahkapussit liikkeelle.
Ah, there it is. How awful. That certainly doesn't belong in my shop. We don't sell such cheap and tacky items.
Ei ole käynyt matikan kurssilla, kun siellä on laskee 1.
Ja se, että yksi ramppaa se ovessa niinku.
Great. I don't think Frau Heigel's noticed a thing.
Why don't you try to locate Dana Rose's room, Kate Walker? Then you can look for more clues about her.
Good idea. Let's just hope Frau Heigel won't come up.
Ei voi osaa käydä se down. Telkkari.
This is where Frau Heigel must take her breaks. It's dark in here. Hardly surprising with those windows boarded up. More stock for the shop.
No Nuhjunen seutu. Onko se toinen ovi? Katkasin ovessa. Toisessa. Mikäs? Tää toinen isähuone.
This photo shows the house partially destroyed. Must have been taken after the bombing that preceded the liberation of Vagen.
Että on sytynyt hotspotit tarpeeksi lähellä.
Mm-hmm. Eikö tää oot jotain niinku...
Se tuli kiersi sieltä läpi. Purkukuntoiselta näyttää toi talo. Nyt joku toinen ovi vaan. Siinä on...
Nothing of interest in here.
Peiliin voi katsoa. Tärkeä. Pystytään noita hopset näkee lattiasta läpi. Taastu päällä.
Just what I needed.
What did you need?
Danan
A double bed, plenty of space. Must have been Dana's parents' bedroom. So where's Dana's room then? The number of rooms don't add up.
Tuolla alhaalla.
Se on mentävä siitä toisesta ovesta. Ja se vaan se alla, no siellä ei sitten niinku päässyt sinne huoneeseen.
A family portrait. That must be Dana with her parents.
Ei pääse sitten muuta kuin... Pääseekö sit vielä ylöspäin sitten? Valokin palaa se huone.
Just what I needed.
Eikä.
Nothing of interest in here.
Oletko pitää mennä sinne rappukäytävään? Ja portaikkoon. Se on vähän hassu, että menisi vielä ylöspäin, mutta... Pääseekö ne? Pääsee. Eikö se tarjousta vaihtoehto?
Käydään nyt kaikki läpi.
It's been bricked up. Most likely during the post-war renovation works Frau Heigl spoke of.
Eli ei päässyt ylös. Itse on varmaan mentävä alas ja yrittävä keksiä, että miten.
Tässä huoneessahan se oli.
Näin kai sitten. Niin se on se... Niin, jos katsoo näin...
The bedroom in the background of the portrait must be located in the attic. According to the light and the clock behind Dana, her room must face north.
Joha on.
That's it, Oscar. I think I know where
Oscar
Dana's
tuli.
room is.
Enlighten me, Kate Walker.
Well, one of the photos shows a bedroom that's not on the second floor, right? And we know that the staircase was bricked up during the renovation and led to another floor. So that's got to be where we'll find Dana's missing bedroom.
It seems plausible, indeed.
It does. And if we're lucky, the room might be pretty much like Dana left it all those years ago, and potentially with clues to put us back on our track. I've just got to find a way to get to that third floor bedroom.
Seeing as you failed to create a positive bond with Frau Heigl, the next rational step would be to take a look outside the building, Kate Walker.
You're right, Oscar. Let's go and see. In your opinion, Oscar, how can I reach Dana's bedroom?
The inside stairway is walled up, but there might be another way to the upper floor.
Portaikko sitten vaihtoehto?
Oscar, I need your opinion on this.
Ah, that's better.
Looks like that fire escape staircase serves every floor of the house.
That is correct, Kate Walker. Perhaps you should find a way to use it.
Jaha, vielä taas. Ei taas. Ei, tekninen tauko.